Today's Toy Spot, we are having a look at the Mattel DC Comics Multiverse Suicide Squad Harley Quinn. I know what you're thinking, Spot's already had a look at this. No, I have not. Look at the size of this. This is the much larger version of Harley Quinn that we're going to be looking at in this video. Package-wise, it's pretty much the same, however, as the smaller multiverse figures, just bigger. Just similar window, I should say, but just a little bit bigger. Down below, Margot Robbie there as Harley Quinn. Meow. In the other corner there, Suicide Squad for the adult collector. Spin around the back of the package. Other figures available are the Joker and Deadshot. Spot's also going to be looking at Deadshot as well. I didn't get a chance to get the Joker, not yet at least, but we're also going to be looking at Deadshot. To check out more from the folks over at Mattel, head over to www.mattel.com. Oh, and then one more time, there's an image there of Margot Robbie. Yeah. Spot's going to take a break. I'm going to get this opened up, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the taller or big-sized Harley Quinn from the Suicide Squad DC Comics Multiverse line. There's more heading away, guys. Don't go anywhere. Now we have Harley Quinn out of packaging. Let's get a better look at the figure. Let's first have a look at her accessory. She comes with the Goodnight baseball bat. Essentially the exact same as the smaller Harley Quinn, just a little bit bigger. But I have to say, though, the taller scale figures inherit also some additional details that the smaller figures didn't have. The baseball bat can be held in her hand. Just snap that into place. It sits a little on the loose side, but it does the job still perfectly fine. And we can just, you know what, for the time being though, let's just put that to the side. All right, so let's get a better look at Harley Quinn here. Essentially, again, just a smaller version of Harley Quinn that's just been made bigger. But again, like you can see some of the more details on this particular figure that perhaps the smaller Harley Quinn didn't have, just due to the sizing, due to the fact of, again, what Mattel was putting into it. For example, like the back of the jacket's got property of Joker, established, says established since forever. And it's also got Puddin', I can't read that, Puddin' Freaky, I think it says. On the bottom there. It's actually right in between the seam of the red and the blue. The gold is a nice touch, as well as adorning the sides of the sleeves. The gold also is carried over to one of her rings on this particular finger, as well as a bracelet, which is a little bit darker in color, but a bracelet on this side as well. Lots of extra tattoos. The Puddin', I'll Wait Forever, is also there as well. And then you've got I Pudding, Harley, and Pudding. And then underneath here, it says, let me tell you a secret. And secret is S-E-K-R-E-T. The figure feels a little lighter, though. The trade-off of the figure being larger, unfortunately, the figure does feel lighter. Especially like the torso area feels like it could be maybe more of a hollow plastic as opposed to a solid plastic. Let's get a better look at her face though. The face, I think, is actually pretty good, in fact. Might even be closer to looking like Margot Robbie than the smaller 6-inch variety. You can hopefully see that she's got all these piercings down the one side of her ear, and then she's also got rotten on the under or bottom section of her chin. Of course, the pink and the blue smudging underneath her eyes. I suppose as a small nitpick, I would say that both in the hands as well as in the head, the skin tone comes across muddy. Now, I know Harley Quinn does have lighter skin, but it comes across almost more like a brownish flesh. It comes across almost like a brownish beige than it does either a white or a flesh color. It doesn't look as a refreshing flesh tone as perhaps I would have hoped. Other than that, though, that's pretty much my only nitpick I could make about the figure. Oh, and then the other thing as well is the fact that the figure doesn't stand very good. Being just by virtue of the fact that she's got the heels don't have a considerable footprint on the surface of whatever you're displaying her on. So I had to kind of adjust her accordingly to get her to actually stand for this review. You can get it done, but there's not really much clearance of the foot touching the surface here. Posability on the larger Harley Quinn. It seems like she doesn't have a ball joint, or if she does, you can't tip the head back and forth. It seems to only want to rotate for me. Arms rotate out, full rotation all the way around. She has a bend at the elbow, which also rotates the forearm. It's a little loose on these arms, unfortunately. She has a rotation also in the wrists. Well, not also by not trying to rotate the arm. She has a rotation in the wrists. Rotation in the waist. She's got a nice rotation going on there. And then for her legs, the one thing that the larger figures seem to benefit better by is that she has a lot more range of motion in the leg portion of it. She has a hinge at the knee. Does not rotate though, as you can see. And when you bend the knee, it looks a little off, I have to admit. And then nothing also in the feet. The feet are completely just encapsulated by the high heel shoes that she's got there, or shoe/high heels that she sports. The figure's not bad. I wish that the flesh color was just maybe a little bit more vibrant, but I do like the taller scale. I think taller scale figures are also catered well towards kids that just come out from seeing the movie and they want to carry a larger, not perhaps larger than life obviously, but a much larger figure than a standard 6-inch release. I do like the Harley. Want to pick up the Joker, maybe I can find him, but also we're going to be looking at the Deadshot in the next video, so certainly stay tuned for that. In the meantime, today we were having a look at the Mattel. This was the DC Multiverse, and this was the Suicide Squad large size Harley Quinn. I'm not really sure what I'll actually call the title. I might just call it big size figure. I might even call it the 12-inch figures as well, but we're looking at the larger Harley Quinn. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's got the review of Deadshot right around the corner from this video. Let me know down below what you guys think of these figures as well, and I will see you next time.